class that we had today on creativity. Thank you so much. So first, what inspired you to take a creative career ahead in your life?
Well, I come from a very from a showbiz family, so a lot of people in my family are in showbiz. I had people sing. My father was a comedian. My mother was a singer. My aunt is Usha Uttup, so she also sings. So I had this, from childhood virtually. And then when I was in college, I decided to rebel and decided to not do showbiz. So I studied physics.
Okay.
But eventually, I think your genes drag you to, what you're meant to do. And I think somewhere along the way, a career in entertainment, communication was always on the cards. And I'm just glad that I actually got into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you became the youngest creative director at 25. What actually went into the making of it?
I don't know. I mean, I won't say that. I think there was one thing which was, as a philosophy, if I look back and if I tell other people do this, it would be this one thing. Yes, I had talent. There's no two ways about it. That's given. But more than that, I think what was important for me is that I always imagined myself about 3 steps ahead. So when I was a trainee copywriter, I already thought that I was 2 steps ahead. And my boss fortunately was someone who encouraged that. So even when I was just 1 year in Lintas, I already had a trainee working with me.
Okay.
So I took responsibilities which were much bigger than my current job description. So then, when you do that, then at some point people are forced to recognize it, and then they say, hey, he's already a creative director, let's just give him the title. So it becomes that much easier. So if you're already doing the job of a creative director, then it becomes very easy for somebody to make you a creative director. And of course, hopefully you're good and you do it well.
Would you like to share any of your experience, if not experience, a gist of it
Of?
with us, of your work experience?
Well, there's so much. It's like, 31 years of a career, so there's a lot of stuff that one has done. I've done a lot of ads which were reasonably successful. Kama Sutra was definitely one of them. A lot of television programming which was successful, thankfully, by the grace of God. There was Samp CD, which was a success. There was Shanti, that was the first daily soap in the country, that was successful. There was a comedy show called Sorry Meri Lorry, which was also successful. And then there were some flops also, so we won't talk about those. But yeah, so a lot of stuff that has been successful, fortunately. And I'm happy for that.
Okay, you've been associated with Nortalk since 5 years. How has your experience been?
I think more than 5 years. I think 5 years is, I think almost since inception.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it was absolutely since inception, but almost since inception. And it's always been great because firstly I love the place. I love coming here. I love the atmosphere over here. And it's really a beautiful place. And it's a lovely place to learn, to just be in nature. So I just love it. I love being in North.
Okay. Any advice that you would like to give the batch?
No advice, because I think we make our own advice. We grow and we learn our own stuff as we grow. So no real advice as such. All I will say is, be always positive, be always energetic, be always enthusiastic, and take on all the plus things in life and ignore the minus. And you'll always be happy.
Okay. You said you've been a trainee copywriter with Lintas, I suppose. So is there anything that you would like to tell the writers, your aspiring writers in the class?
Okay, so a writer is someone who writes. So if you write, you're a writer. Okay, an organization may call you a trainee writer or something else. But if you write, you're a writer. If you write well, you're a good writer. Okay? But all I can say to an aspiring writer of any sort is write. Write a lot. Write every day. If you're not writing, then you're not a writer. If you say, I want to be a writer, can you tell me how to do it? My only answer to you would be write. What's stopping you from writing? There's no reason why you shouldn't be writing. So writers write, and it's as simple as that. They don't need anybody's permission to write. They don't need any equipment to write. You can lock me in a prison cell, give me a roll of toilet paper and a pencil, and I'll be happy. And if you don't even give me that, I'll still write in my head. You know, and when I come out of prison, I will vomit out everything that I've got, because I can't do anything else. That's who I am. I write.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was a great session.
Thank you, Anshul.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
This interview was presented by North Point Centre of Learning. Please visit us at www.northpointindia.com.